Hey Internet, Eric here. Guess I'm back for another episode of MasterShit Theater. And if you don't know what MasterShit Theater is basically me telling stories or anecdotes, if that's the right word, of just things that's happened to me in my life, be it work related, stupid drunk stories, what have you. And today's MasterShit Theater will be work related. Um, I work in a stockroom. My responsibility is basically getting certain parts out to the assembly line so they can make, their gauges to send out to the customers. And this happened years ago. And our driver at the time, who no longer works there, he fucked up. Did something to piss off my boss. And so, in my boss's infinite wisdom, love him to death, but in his infinite wisdom, he said, so-and-so, you're going to stay here today. Eric, you're going to Chicago to pick up this shit. I'm like, great, what the fuck did I do wrong? I gotta go into Chicago and get my ass shot up for, fucking shit that they can send UPS. Whatever. And they're making me take this shitty ass van that, basically, you take a chance sometimes when you turn the ignition that the fucker will blow up on you. But whatever. I'm like, fine. Have an iPass, I don't gotta pay for that shit. The tolls or whatever. But the problem is I have severe anxiety when it comes to like driving in high traffic situations. I've always have. I think it's because I've been in so many accidents when I was young, with my parents. That's just fucking with me. But I'm like, okay, fine. Well, the problem is I'm going to Chicago, and I have no GPS. They have fucking MapQuest. And not even Google Maps. They have MapQuest. And basically, to put it this way, Stevie Wonder can fucking find the destination before MapQuest will give you the right way to go. So that's how shitty it was. So I get in the van and I drive towards Chicago. Everything's going great. Everything's doing really, really well. And I get an expressway, and the expressway's not too bad. There's some construction that I gotta deal with, people in my way, orange cones, what have you. And finally get to where I have to take my exit. So I take my exit to the right, and then I'm in this area of Chicago where there's no fucking street signs anywhere. But, according to MapQuest, I should be at my destination. So I'm driving around, looking for this factory. Can't find this factory. So I'm about ready to say, fuck it, and go home. As I'm about ready to say fuck it and go home, my boss calls me. My boss, Al. And I says, Eric, where you at, buddy? It's been a while. We're wondering, if you're okay. I said, you know what, Al? I don't know where the fuck I am. I don't see this building. Blah, 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 blah. I'm coming home. He's like, you know what? That's okay. Don't worry about it. We'll just have them ship it UPS, which they should have fucking done in the beginning. But anyways. Okay, Eric, tell me where you are. Well, I'm at such and such. Alright, I know where that's at. Go here, go here, go here. Awesome. Well, unbeknownst to me, and unbeknownst to my boss at the time, he thought I was somewhere else. So I'm driving. I'm on the expressway. Don't know where the fuck I'm at. Still going. Don't know where I'm at. Nowhere to pull off. Al calls me. Eric, how you doing? I don't know when I'm going to get home, Al. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I think you gave me the wrong directions. Are you sure? Yeah, because I don't see anything that you told me, and right now I'm on the expressway and I can't pull off to the right or the left and blah, blah, blah. I'm freaking out because, my anxiety is building up. All right, Eric, pull over to the first place you get and call me. Will do. Hang up. Pull over to the first place you get. Now, I work in Sycamore, Illinois, and I ended up going towards Chicago. Okay, you guys can do the math yourself or whatever with your, atlas or whatever. And what happened is when I pulled over, I see I'm in Palatine. Okay? Because I see the fucking water tower in the back. And then I see, when I pull over, as I get out, I see to my left where it says entering Cook County. So I'm like, fuck. Okay. Well, I pulled over. Where am I at? I'm at a strip club. How convenient. And it's a seedy neighborhood too, so it's not like, high price, beautiful strippers. It's probably like, cesarean scars, 2 teeth not next to each other type strippers. $5 for a lap dance type stuff. Yeah. So, and of course, I get there at 2 o'clock. They don't fucking open till like 5, so I'm screwed either way. So I call up Al, and they of course put me on fucking speakerphone. So I'm talking to Al. I'm talking to, there's a couple other people listening, and then there's our friend Cindy, who works in purchasing. So they're all listening to where I am. I say, Al, I see the Cook County sign. I'm on this street. I'm at a strip club of all places, and across from me is a Shell station. Gas station. I mean, I don't know where you guys are watching this if you have Shell stations, but it's a gas station. So I'm explaining to him. Of course, he's fucking laughing. I'm thinking, you fucking asshole. And he's trying to make light of the situation. He says, I'll be right there to pick you up, get your singles ready, stuff like that. I'm like, no, we don't want to go into the strip club. Not at all. Plus, they don't open for another 3 hours. So then Cindy gets on the phone. She's like, okay, Eric, I think I know where you're at. You're at a Shell station on this street. I'm like, no, Cindy. The Shell station is across the road. I'm at a strip club. And then she literally yells at the top of her lungs, what? I'm like, yeah, what the fuck do you expect? She's like, yeah, and then she says, of all places, you dirty pervert, would end up at a strip club. It happens. But then again, if I did this on purpose, I would have picked up a nice strip club, went to a nice strip club. So again, I said, Al, I'm going to go to this gas station. I'm going to see if I can get fucking directions, and then I'll call you back. He's like, okay, do that. So, I go to this gas station. Like I said, in Chicago, I don't want to get out of the fucking car, at least in this area. But then again, I'm in Palatine, so I don't know how it is. But, like I said, I get out, go to the gas station, walk in. It's a stereotypical, gas station person behind the counter. Thick Indian accent. I said, hey, buddy, I'm trying to get to this area in Sycamore. Or on the way to Sycamore. Can you somehow point me in this direction? Oh, no, I'm not from around here, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. You just don't want to help me, asshole. I'm like, okay, fine, fuck you. Go out to some people pumping gas. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to get here. Do you happen to know how to get here? Oh, no, I'm not from around this area. Fine, fuck you too, dude. I finally get this last guy, and he says, yes. I'm like, thank you, Jeebus. I don't pray to God, but someone's looking out for me. I can get home. All right, what I want you to do, this is what the guy's saying. I want you to go down this street for like 2 blocks. Or, 2 blocks. And then you're going to turn left on so-and-so street. And then you'll take this. He's like, oh, wait a minute. Forget that. Go down 4 blocks, turn left on this street. And it's a much easier, it's like a straight shot and a couple turns and blah, blah, blah. I mean, he wrote down, his directions. And I'm like, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. You've saved my life. I'm not going to get raped tonight. And so, get in the shitty van and drive. So I drive past 2 blocks. I didn't see the first street that he told me, but I'm like, whatever. So, drive the 4 blocks. Don't see the street he was telling me to. Drive 5 and 6. Still don't see shit. So, and at this time, I'm also dealing with construction. I think I hit a couple fucking orange cones. So I'm really freaking the fuck out. Because like I said, my anxiety is through the roof. But then I think I see what is the street he tells me to go. So I go down that street. And I'm just fucking driving. Driving. And I call up Al. Al, you need to fucking figure out where I'm at. I'm like, okay, where are you at? I tell him where I'm at. He's like, I think I know where you're at. Try to pull over. I said, I can't pull over right now because I'm in heavy traffic. And of course, now, since this is taking so goddamn long, it's now rush hour after work time. So it's taking me extra fucking long to do this. I'm like, fine. First chance I get to pull over, I'll call you. So I pull over, and I know where I'm at somewhat. I believe I'm in Belvedere. So like I said, I don't know how fucking out of the way I am. The reason why I know I'm in Belvedere is because we go through this place a lot to go visit one of my in-laws. And there's this little area where you can pull off and like you can fit one car. And I know exactly where I'm at. So I pull off and I fucking call my dad. And at the time, he pulls out a fucking atlas, knows exactly where I am, tells me what to do. I'm like, okay. Alright, I'll see if I can get out of here. And then just at that time, my boss Al calls again. He says, okay, I know exactly where you are, Eric. Head this way. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, well, I hope we can get fucking home because I'm running out of gas here, in the van. He's like, okay. And he's talking to me while I'm driving, so I'm fucking holding on one hand and driving on the next, like this. And the thing is, I got a shitty flip phone, so there's no fucking GPS at the time. Otherwise it'd be, no fucking problem. And as this is happening, Al's on his way to come get me. And he says, Eric, once you get to this street sign here, pull over. And he's like, okay. And I tell him, okay. But the problem about that is I probably fucking passed that like 5 miles back behind me. And you just hear Al just say, motherfucker. Not just at me, but he's just like, God damn, I want to get this kid home. So he's like, okay, pull over right now. I pull over. Finally, after waiting for like 20 minutes, he fucking comes, finds me, and we make it home. Make it back to my job. And then I said, here's the keys, man. Fuck this. I ain't doing nothing but local drives anymore. Like, in town or maybe DeKalb, which is our sister town right next to us. He's like, don't worry about it, man. I shouldn't have made you go. But it's great. It's now funny to look back on because everybody's got their own story. Fucking up back there. We have Al accidentally transferred the whole stock room into our Utah location. We've had some people accidentally send. Sometimes we have like little meters. They're like yay big. And they're put in this big giant box. And shipping came one day and they needed one of those. So one of our new people came, pulled out one of the boxes and gave it to shipping and they shipped it off. Well, it was actually empty because it was packing material. But it was the same fucking box I used for the meter, so we've sent out, empty boxes before. I mean, like I said, everybody's got their story. But that was mine, and that's why I'm like, fuck it, I'm no longer, your long distance driver. So now basically I'm stuck doing, the post office runs and getting their fucking donuts when it's donut day. But, yep, there's episode 2 of MasterShit Theater. Hope you laughed at my anxiety and my troubles. Yeah, like I said, man, when I got in there was no fucking way I was getting out of that van. But anyways, thank you for listening. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Tell your enemies. Blah blah blah. The whole usual spiel. No one watches this fucking channel anyways, so I don't really care if you do that. But thank you for watching. Cheers, and whatever you do when you're in Chicago, don't get out of that fucking van.